Chaos Skull the Wanderer, The Mountain Tower of the Executioner by Ryan Baker. The date of the year is 2270. It is a dark day. It is in the dimension of Raltorix when an adventure is beginning. There was a warrior standing in a field on the island of Raltorix. The warrior is wearing a dark red cloak with a helmet that is shaped like a skull with curved horns. So, said Chaos Skull, this is the dimension of Raltorix. That is where Chaos Skull had seen a warrior coming in the distance. The warrior is Aranar Galstar. So, said Aranar, we meet at last. I do not know what you mean, said Chaos Skull. You were the one who killed my mentor, Kaltok, said Aranar. That was 230 years ago. I do not know what you mean, said Chaos Skull. Don't you remember anything, said Aranar. No, said Chaos Skull. Everything is a blur. All I can remember is that I had lived for at least 2,000 years. Well, said Aranar, I shall complete the mission to find the one who killed Kaltok. Kaltok, said Chaos Skull. That name sounds familiar. Just then, Chaos Skull had remembered an incident centuries ago involving another orc with the name of Kaltok. Comrade, said Chaos Skull, were you able to get any information on the killer? Of course, said Aranar. The person had a battle axe. They also had a hood over their head. That sounds like a being known as the Executioner, said Chaos Skull. Executioner, said Aranar. Indeed, said Chaos Skull. I have heard of that person. By the ancient world, said Aranar. I know where the Executioner is located. Great, said Chaos Skull. Where is he? The Executioner is on a tower up north, said Aranar. The tower resides on a mountain. Excellent, said Chaos Skull. I shall go there. That was where Chaos Skull has started on the way to the mountain tower of the Executioner. The mountain tower is 3 days ride from the location. Meanwhile, at the mountain tower of the Executioner was in a conversation with a being from another dimension. It is Dorsal, the dragon demon. So, said Dorsal, you have investigated enough souls of the beings of the realms. Indeed, said the Executioner. My spies also tell me that the being known as Chaos Skull is in your dimension, said Dorsal. Chaos Skull, said the Executioner. I never expected such a person to be in this dimension. Indeed, said Dorsal. I suggest you intercept the Chaos Skull. I shall do so, said the Executioner. That was where the Executioner had gone over to his axe. He had picked up the axe. He then put the hood over his head. This should be good, said the Executioner. That was where the Executioner had swung his axe. It hit a statue of an ancient warrior. It had the effect of splitting the statue in two parts. Meanwhile, Chaos Skull had made it to the northern shore of the island of Raltorix. I'm surprised that it would be easy to get to the Executioner's mountain tower, said Chaos Skull. That was where Chaos Skull had found the boat. Chaos Skull had entered the boat and started on the way to the mountain tower of the Executioner. Soon enough, Chaos Skull had made it to the shoreline of the island where the Executioner's mountain tower is located. This should be interesting, said Chaos Skull. At that moment, Chaos Skull could sense something. It is an energy level of a Minotaur warrior. Chaos Skull had gone in the direction of the energy level. Chaos Skull soon finds a Minotaur warrior. The Minotaur is nearly 7 feet in height. The Minotaur was wearing chainmail armor. The Minotaur wields a large sword. The Minotaur has numerous scars from many battles. Chaos Skull had encountered the Minotaur. Greetings, comrade, said Chaos Skull. Comrade, said the Minotaur, I cannot allow you to defile my people's land. What do you mean, said Chaos Skull. I shall only seek the being known as the Executioner. Executioner, said the Minotaur, how dare you speak that name? He had killed many of my brethren. Perhaps we could team up, said Chaos Skull. I do not think so, said the Minotaur. Now leave before I am forced to take action. I mean you no harm, said Chaos Skull. I warned you, stranger, said the Minotaur. Now prepare to feel my power. That was where the Minotaur had charged at Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull had narrowly dodged the attack. Chaos Skull had used some of the powers from his cloak and helmet. It had the effect of restraining the Minotaur. Chaos Skull had lifted the Minotaur into the air. By the ancient world, said the Minotaur, don't hurt me. That's odd, said Chaos Skull. At first you have threatened me, now you beg mercy? That's the basic idea, said the Minotaur. I only intended on defending my people's homeland. That was where the Chaos Skull had placed the Minotaur back on the ground. Thank you for sparing me, said the Minotaur. If there is anything I can do to help, say it, and I will do it. I do not know what to say, said Chaos Skull. What did you say that you were looking for the executioner, said the Minotaur. Of course, said Chaos Skull. I know of its location, said the Minotaur. It's up to the north. I already know of that, said Chaos Skull. I also know a way to quickly get to it, said the Minotaur. What do you mean? It is the warp portal, said the Minotaur. Where is the portal, asked Chaos Skull. It's in the village, said the Minotaur. I'll take you to it. That was where the Minotaur Warrior and Chaos Skull had gone to the village. Meanwhile, the executioner was waiting for Chaos Skull. This should be good, the executioner said to himself. That was where Dorso contacted the executioner. Executioner, said Dorso, what is your status? I'm waiting for Chaos Skull, said the executioner. Why in the realms are you waiting there, said Dorso. Chaos Skull's trip should weaken the warrior, said the executioner. I will crush this Chaos Skull. Meanwhile, in the Minotaur's village, Chaos Skull and the Minotaur Warrior had made it to the warp portal. This shall take you to the Tower of the Executioner, said the Minotaur Warrior. By the way, how did you get that cloak and helmet? To be honest, said Chaos Skull, I'm not sure I got the helmet and cloak. All I remember is that I lived for at least 2,000 years. All the while, the Minotaur activated the portal. The portal is ready, said the Minotaur. Excellent, said Chaos Skull. That was where the Chaos Skull entered the portal. Until we meet again, said the Minotaur. Minotaur arrives at the Tower of the Executioner. The Executioner sees Chaos Skull. Excellent, said the Executioner. Another being for Dorso. The Executioner goes to confront the Chaos Skull. Finally, said Chaos Skull. The Executioner. The Chaos Skull charges at the Executioner. The Chaos Skull leaps over the Executioner. Chaos Skull attempts to strike down the Executioner, but is blocked by the Executioner's axe. Why have you come here, said the Executioner. I have come to search for answers. Who am I? Where did I come from, said Chaos Skull. Like I should tell you anything, said the Executioner. Chaos Skull raised an arm and pointed to the Executioner. Chaos Skull used the Dark Tendril magic on the Executioner. The Dark Tendril wrapped itself around the Executioner's throat. Now then, said Chaos Skull, tell me what I want to know. Why should I, said the Executioner. The Dark Tendril slowly constricted around the Executioner's throat. Now I ask you again, said Chaos Skull, give me the information. Why should I, said the Executioner. I would rather die than to give you any information. Now I ask you one last time, said the Chaos Skull. Who am I really? I know absolutely nothing about you, said the Executioner. You're really testing my patience, said the Chaos Skull. Really, I don't know anything about you, said the Executioner. At least anything that would help you. Why should I believe you, said Chaos Skull. At that moment, the Executioner had rammed the end of his axe into Chaos Skull's midsection. That caused the Dark Tendril to disappear. Ha ha, said the Executioner. I will crush you with bare hands. We shall see, said the Chaos Skull. That was where Chaos Skull had charged at the Executioner. The Executioner swings his battle axe. It hits Chaos Skull right in the lower torso. It had left a large wound in the lower torso. Chaos Skull had stumbled backwards. Most impressive, Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull had used the powers of chaos to regenerate the wound. Chaos Skull had lashed out at the Executioner. I will ask you one last time, said Chaos Skull. Who am I? Where did I come from? I told you, said the Executioner. I know information that would help you. That does it, said Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull wrapped the tendrils around the Executioner. That's where the dark energies of chaos had surged into the Executioner. It had the effect of rapidly aging the Executioner to the point of death. That was easy, said Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull sees the axe fall to the ground. At that moment, all the souls that the Executioner had accumulated had left the axe and departed for the realm of the dead. That was all, said Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull enters the tower and it heads to the top floor. Moments later, Chaos Skull had made the top floor. Well, said Chaos Skull, let's get started. That was where Chaos Skull had started the search. Minutes passed and soon became hours. Hours had passed until Chaos Skull came across the trunk. I'll check this out, said said Chaos Skull. Chaos Skull opens the chest. Chaos Skull finds a picture. It involves a pair, a human and an elf. Why does this seem so familiar? Said Chaos Skull. At that moment, Chaos Skull had some memories flashed before the warriors. By the ancient world, said Chaos Skull. Why does this place seem so familiar? Chaos Skull exits the tower. I shall find the location, said Chaos Skull. That was where Chaos Skull had left the dimension. Meanwhile, in the village, the Minotaur warrior has seen the souls depart from this dimension. Make sure to mention my brethren, said the warrior. Meanwhile, on Raltorix, Aronar Galisar had witnessed the souls departing for the realm of the dead. I have a feeling that the executioner was defeated, said Aronar. Peace has come to this dimension. I hope that you find what you are looking for, Chaos Skull. Well, Aronar doesn't know what kinds of challenges Chaos Skull will face during his quest to find out about his personal history. The end.